They pissed. You more intelligent than they are. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, they pissed. You're more intelligent than they are. And it's evident. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say, you should study more. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you should study more. Man, I'm going to have fun with this one, y'all. Whenever a person studies, they tend to think that if I get the highest degree, if I get the doctorate, the PhD, the master's, the bachelor's, yada, 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 I'm the smartest person in the world. By the way, I'm not anti-college or anti-degree. I went to college and I have a degree as well, right? But I got to make my point here so it can make sense. If you study these three things, you will be on the same level as a person who has the doctorate, the master's, the bachelor's, all right? These three things: study life, people, and nature. Life, people, and nature. And it helps you with these three things: your cognitive skills, all right, your critical thinking skills, and your ability to make efficient decisions, all right? Good decision making, if you will. Again, if you study these three things, y'all, life, people, and nature, it helps you with these three things: your cognitive skills, critical thinking skills, and your ability to make good decisions or efficient decision making. Make sense, y'all? Now, the reason why I say that is because society has said that the person who have the degree is the smartest person in the room, all right? Well, maybe they're the smartest in nurse. That was their major. Maybe they was the smartest in audio production. That's their major. Maybe they was the smartest in, the medical field. Whatever the case is, but a person who study life, people, and nature is on the same level as them because of their mental capacity to make decisions, to think in hard situations, and to analyze any situation that they encounter. Makes you a genius, guaranteed. Have you ever been on a job and that job tried to teach you their way and you immediately found out a way to do it better, more efficient, quicker, and it was more comfortable for yourself? But maybe they label you a troublemaker or a problem or someone who's difficult simply because you are more intelligent than them. Hey, I get it. Y'all been doing it like this for the past 50 years, but I've been here for 50 minutes and I found a way to get this done more efficient for myself. You get what I'm saying? People will be pissed when you're more intelligent than them, and it don't have anything to do with a degree. And by the way, y'all, I'm not telling people not to go to college, and I'm not telling people that they should, okay? This is not even about college. This is about having basic skills in life that can go hand in hand with a person who's considered an expert in an industry, field, or topic, right? But anyway, y'all, we're going to speak about this right here, y'all, all right? 5 things people do when they are pissed you are more intelligent than them, okay? 5 things they do. I'm sure y'all probably seen it, but we're going to talk about it, y'all. My bad for the long intro, but I had to speak on that and break that down into depth, all right? But with that being said, family, how y'all doing? Drop in the comments. Let me know how y'all feeling, what you got going on, what you ate today. I'm in your business. As y'all can see, your boy's feeling good right now, y'all. I actually have been recovering as I've been doing these videos. So, I don't think I'm under the weather no more. My sinuses, they go back and forth, but it is what it is, y'all. Here we are. For those who've been watching my other channel, y'all know I'm about to do some hot wings with some potato cut fries. That's what I'm about to eat. Like I said, y'all drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all about to eat and how y'all day been going, all that jazz. But family, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into this, y'all. I'm finna come in swinging. Number 1, they overtalk you. Yep. A person who is pissed because you're more intelligent than them, they're going to overtalk you. Why is that, Reno? Because they have to overvalue themselves. They have to overstimulate a situation. They have to overly show that they are confident and more confident than you. In other words, y'all, I overtalk you because I don't want you to think that I'm less valuable than you, and I don't want you to think that you know more than me. It goes to this point right here, y'all. Just because I talk louder, I believe that I am winning the argument. Just because I am over talking somebody, I believe that I'm getting a point across. Just because I over talk someone and I speak in a loud tone, I am making my voice be heard. In actuality, they're only being a hindrance on the relationship themselves and the point that they're trying to make, but also it makes them look like a person who's a problem, an issue, somebody who's difficult, a person who don't want to be messed with in terms of business, relationships, or just a person who don't want to be connected to or tied to, right? That's what you come off as when they are over talking you, okay? That particular person comes off as extremely problematic, right? You've probably been through this when it came to a person who you was doing business with over the phone. Like maybe you had to pay bills over the phone, all right? Sometimes I do this, y'all, when I pay bills over the phone, whether it's T-Mobile, whether it's my light bill, whatever the case is. But whenever you pay your bills over the phone, sometimes you deal with people who are just buttholes. They mad. They don't want to do their job. They just pissed off for no reason. And if a person feel like they are inferior, but they're supposed to be the superior one, they may just pick a fight with you by over talking you. By not allowing you to get your point across, by not allowing you to ask your questions, just over talk you. I'm sure somebody on this video have been through that, y'all. But that's how it goes. They over talk you because they're pissed that you're more intelligent than them, and they can tell it in how you talk. They can tell it in how you walk. They can tell it in how you express yourself. They can tell it by your cognitive skills. A smart person does certain things that a dumb person just don't do. All right? A smart person does things that a dumb person just don't do. Okay? I'm not being a butthole about it, but a person who is a trained martial artist are going to do certain things that a regular average Joe is not going to do. Does that make sense? The point is, y'all, is that this is something major that they do. They overtalk you because they are pissed that you're more intelligent than them. Number two, they diminish your ideas, all right? They diminish your ideas. So, yes, y'all, this falls underneath the jealousy category, the envy category, but it also falls underneath the category of a person being pissed that you just simply know more than them. You straight up know more than them, right? Think about being inside of a group project and you have a brilliant mind. You are an extreme value and asset to this particular project. However, someone wants to have the same value and the same amount of ability of being an asset, and they just want to be looked at as the hero, right? They want to be looked at as the hero. Well, what happens is, y'all, is that anytime you bring ideas to this group project, anytime you bring ideas to the family, anytime you bring ideas and they are brilliant ideas, they're going to shut them down every chance they get. They're going to diminish the ideas for that project. Why is that? I want to be the savior. I want to be the scapegoat. I want to be the person who gets all the credit. Although we're in a team, this is not a team effort. There is I only in this group. Selfish as well. But that's why they're pissed. A person who's not selfish and selfless will be happy that you're more intelligent, will be happy that you have a gift, will be happy that you have smarts. They'll be happy for it. Only the people who operate as one will be the ones who are pissed off with you because you're more intelligent than them. Instead, they should be trying to learn something, but they just won't, okay? And so they will diminish your ideas, no matter if it sounds like it came from Einstein, no matter if it sounds like it came from an encyclopedia. Family, you can show them this word or this what you call it, y'all, this research specifically from the dictionary, specifically from someone who was considered to be a great, all right, a great, who've done amazing things. Don't matter. They came from you. They will diminish your ideas. They don't care about your research. They don't care about how much you studied. They don't care about how much you care about the project. If it ain't me, there's no we. Number 3, they are defensive, okay? They are extremely defensive. Family, when a person know that you're more intelligent than them, they gonna challenge every single thing that you do. They will challenge every single thing that you say, all right? Family, you will be arguing about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich dealing with them. You will be arguing about a ham sandwich dealing with them. Everything will be a contest and a competition. They're going to be defensive because they know what you're saying is true, right, or even debatable when it comes to which is the right way to go. They know this. However, y'all, they don't care. They don't care. They're going to be defensive. This happens a lot in relationships, and this can be male or female, right? Yes, men have ego, for sure. And if a woman knows more than a man, sometimes that man's ego can get in the way. See, me, I don't have a problem with that. If you know a little bit more than me in this particular area, I don't mind listening. Teach me something, baby. I want to learn something. Some men can't do it. Ego and pride in the way. But wait, ladies, y'all ain't safe. Y'all got what we call she-go. Yeah, there's some prideful women out here in this world. Women who are egotistical as well, who want it done their way. Or maybe they was brought up on the independent mentality. I don't need no man, or can't no man lead me, right? Here we are, defensive. Every time he's trying to say something, defensive. Every time he's trying to help, defensive. Every time he's trying to give you some game or even, express himself, defensive. So it happens on both sides, right? Male and female, just defensive. Although you know this person is more intelligent in this particular area. You know this person have more experience in this particular area. You know this person know exactly what they talking about in this particular area. Don't care about it because it's coming from you, and you ain't finna outsmart me in front of nobody, or I just don't even want to deal with it when it comes to my own pride and ego. Number 4, hostility. Hostility, y'all. You know, what's the hostile treatment for, man? Why you just mad? You know, whenever they see your face, they just mad. Whenever you speak, they just mad. Have you ever been around a person and it seemed like they just dislike you, but not only dislike you, but it's almost like they have a disdain for you. You know, they don't even want to hear your voice, let alone eating. Yeah, y'all, if you want to know a person love you or like you, eat around them. If they don't turn their nose up while you eating, because when you eating, it can naturally be a disgusting thing, all right? Even if you eat with your mouth closed, you're still going to hear some type of smacking. You're going to hear something. You got to open up your mouth and take a bite. Yeah, people tend to show how they feel about you whenever you're eating. But anyway, y'all, hostility, all right? This person is irritated with your vibe. They're irritated with how you breathe. They're irritated with you just saying, hey, hello. They're irritated. It's because they're pissed that you're more intelligent than them, okay? Hostile treatment. They're just irritated with your presence. I don't want to hear you talk. Have you ever said something that was brilliant? Maybe it was in front of the family, in the class, at the job, and you know it was brilliant. You knew that it was brilliant for a fact because the people who you showed it to before them was like, man, this is great. And then you bring it to them and they shut it down. They're hostile, mean for no reason. Your family. It's because they are pissed that you are more intelligent than them. Why didn't I think about this? That's their mentality. Number 5, y'all, is going to be this right here. Overestimating their own intelligence, all right? Overestimating their own intelligence. It's very similar to fighting, right? Study says that every person think that they can fight better than what they really can. right? They say that the average man overestimates how well he can throw hands. This is a fact. Like, this is studies, right? However, y'all, people overestimate their own intelligence. I never overestimate how intelligent I am because I'm consistently learning. I'm learning while I'm doing this video, learning what to say, what not to say, and how to say it. Learning at what angle to look at. I mean, the learning never stops, right? But they don't get that. They don't understand it. It don't apply to them, Craig. You know why? Because they're too busy thinking that they know it all. They overestimate their intelligence. This is what we call gaslighting themselves. Yeah, they got to gaslight themselves. They got to make themselves believe something that they know is not true. This is also what we call delusion. You get what I'm saying, y'all? So yes, when they're overestimating their own intelligence, it's because they have to big up their own self-importance and self-value to win the competition that you didn't even know you were in. It's weird. It's really weird. All right. But with that being said, y'all, that's the point, family. They're pissed you're more intelligent than them, and it is evident. All right. It's evident. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I got the evidence. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say I got the evidence. But family, we're going to do this recap, and then we'll get up out of here. They overtalk you. This right here is a huge sign. All right. Number 2, they diminish your ideas. Okay. It can be the same idea that here's the thing, y'all. You can blurt out an idea or tell them your idea the following day, or even maybe, 10 minutes later. They'll be saying your very idea that you brought out there. You get what I'm saying? They pissed that you thought of it first. But yes, number 2, they diminish your ideas. Number 3, very defensive. Oh yeah, very defensive. It's never offense. It's always defense. It's always got to defend themselves or defend their ego from your brilliant ideas. Number 4, hostility. All right, hostility. And number 5, y'all, overestimating their own intelligence. All right, they have to do this in front of you and in front of people for their own self-importance. More importantly, their ego. All right. With that being said, family, get you a Yes Sir t-shirt, Yes Sir hoodie, book a one-on-one session with your boy, and you can check out any one of my books. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.